We need a miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea need a miracle to beat Brighton at Stamford Bridge this Saturday. This team is one of the bogey teams in the Premier League or whatever competition we play against them. In this video, I will show you analysis how we struggle always to beat them. So this is my head-to-head video. Stay until the end and you won't be disappointed. Chelsea now are more busy on blaming the sporting directors, blaming the owners, instead of playing football with the players that we got. So we have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, the crisis is gonna get even worse. Smash the like button and let's go. All right, my people. So before we go to head-to-head analysis between the two teams, let me remind you the table. Liverpool top of the table, perfect so far, 5 wins in 5 games. Arsenal are second, Tottenham Hotspurs are third, Bournemouth are 4th, Crystal Palace are 5th, Chelsea are 6th on the table. 2 draws, 1 loss, 2 wins. So we have to start getting point, my friends. Many people would tell you, well, it's only 5 games, but this is how everything starts. When you start dropping point and feeling good because it's the beginning of the season, because you had injuries, because you have all kind of excuses, my friend, this is how you lose everything in the end, because every single point counts in the Premier League. Sunderland actually are 7th, Fulham are 8th, Manchester City are 9th, and some people will feel good to say, look at Manchester City, look at them. Well, in the last 10 years, they won probably 6 Premier Leagues, so you don't have to worry about them, right? They're gonna wake up at some point and they're gonna finish ahead of us. So don't worry about City, worry about Chelsea Football Club. Manchester United are 11th, Leeds United are 12th, Newcastle United are 13th, 14th we have Brighton that we're going to be playing against. So number 6 against number 14th. Nottingham Forest are 15th, Burnley are 16th, Brentford are 17th, Aston Villa are 18th, West Ham are 19th, and Wolves are 20th on the table. Let's get to the nitty-gritty of this video, which is head-to-head analysis between the two teams. If you want to watch the match preview, predictions and all that, go on the Green Turf YouTube channel, where I made an entire video about this game and all kind of analysis. But this one is just to show you what is the problem, what could be the problem between these two teams. So team forms, as you can tell, in the last 5 games, Chelsea, of course, they won 2 games. West Ham, anybody can beat them. Fulham, it was very controversial. You know, the referee decisions and all that. We dropped point against Brentford. We lost against Manchester United. We dropped also 2 points against Crystal Palace in the opening of the Premier League. For Brighton, they are struggling this season, let's be honest. They only beat Manchester City. But what they do. They are giant killers. the way they play, the way they set up against big teams like Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, or Arsenal is completely different than the way they set up against the so-called smaller teams. So they only won 1 game, they lost 2 games, they drew 2 games, but they are playing against Charity FC, Chelsea Football Club. So do not watch this and think, oh, they are not good. No, they are very good. So even in the Carabao Cup, remember, I forgot the name of the players that we never heard of, and immediately he scored like 4 goals. And now Chelsea are going to spend 150 million next summer, according to the jokes on social media. So the 2 teams here, you just don't know what you got from Brighton. They can be world class today, and tomorrow they play like a Sunday league team. But I tell you what, against Chelsea, it's personal for them. Remember, Chelsea got the entire team, including the kitchen lady, the tea lady, the lawnsman, everybody from Brighton is working at Chelsea right now. Look at Moses Caicedo, okay? Look at Cucurella. Buonanotte is not going to play, of course, but even Buonanotte is from there. You can go on and on and on. Robert Sanchez, you know, Ben Roberts, who is in the coaching department at Chelsea. We have everybody from there. So when we play them, it's personal. A player that you would have thought he's like a flop, he's going to be world class because they are playing against Chelsea Football Club. All right, people. So head to head, let me go and start by the bottom one. Chelsea 1, Brighton 2. That was at Stamford Bridge, April 2023. Chelsea 3, Brighton 2. That was at Stamford Bridge, December 2023. And then we went away. One of the rare cases that we go there and win. Chelsea 2, Brighton 1. That was May 2024. Chelsea beat them at Stamford Bridge. First leg last season, 4-2. Cole Palmer scored all 4 goals in the first half. The second half, we struggled. We conceded 2 goals. And it could have been a different story without Cole Palmer magic, Cole Palmer free kicks. Cole Palmer that day was out of the world. But as always, we always leave the door open for the opposition to cook. The opposition always got a chance against Chelsea Football Club. So it could have been completely different story without Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer is not going to be there. And then we went for the second leg away at the Amex Stadium. They completely destroyed us. Brighton 3, Chelsea Football Club 0. That was on February 2025 this year. So this is the last game that we played against them in the Premier League. They completely destroyed us. They made us look like kids. And the worst thing is, we also lost in the cup against them. They knocked us out of the cup, destroyed us again in the cup in the space of 3 days. That was so painful last season. We can't go through that. We have to try to get our revenge, but who is going to help us get the revenge? That is the question I'm asking you right now, because we need a miracle. By the time of recording, my friend, I haven't watched the press conference from Maresca yet. Okay? So all I can tell you is I don't know who is going to be fit, and I don't know who is going to be in trouble, because I haven't seen any picture from Joao Pedro. Yeah, I even forgot that Joao Pedro was from Brighton. You see, that's what I told you, that we have the entire team from Brighton. Joao Pedro probably is not going to be there because he had a knock, and that is going to be a problem. Who's going to start as a number 9? And even when he's there, he doesn't play as a number 9. He's going to play bloody George as a number 9 instead of Guiu. If you don't want to play Joao Pedro as a number 9 and you have a proper old school number 9 that you refuse to give a chance, which is Mark Guiu. That is another topic for another day, and I've already made a video about it on the Green Turf YouTube channel. Go and watch that video. So I'm just reminding you, the last game that we played against them here, look at us. We had 69.5%. Literally 70% possession. They had only 30% and they beat us 3-0. Minte scored 2 goals for them, and Mitoma, remember that first touch and goal? Absolutely amazing. They completely destroyed Chelsea, but they only had 30% possession. Possession is overrated in football. Possession is nothing in football if you don't score goals. Oh Lord, how are we going to play this game? Shot on target that day, Chelsea had 0 shot on target, but 70% possession. Wow, look at that. Big chance created, 0 for Chelsea. And you can read the rest of the statistics here. The goal is not to scare you. The goal is to get us more prepared, right? I'm not trying to say we're going to lose because of such and such. I hate this and that. Listen, we are Chelsea Football Club. On our day, we can beat anybody. But the decision making from our manager right now is really very poor. And I'm not saying Maresca out. I'm not in the crew of out. No. I always use common sense, give the manager and the players the benefit of the doubt, and think that they're going to improve. But I always state fact and tell the truth. You are doing some crap stuff, playing players out of positions, making stupid decisions. I'm going to say it, even if you are my boy, even if I support you, because I don't care about stupid reactions on social media. So the same people, when we win a game, it's Maresca's masterclass. If we lose a game, immediately, it's the sporting directors to blame. It's the owners who let the manager down. Blah, 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 blah. Bro, Maresca can't be always responsible for good things at Chelsea Football Club. And when it comes to bad things, you blame somebody else. We are in September, people. The transfer window is in January. Stop complaining. Start playing football. Start playing players from their natural position in the good system. Stupid inverting all the time is not helping anymore. We got found out. Find a plan B to help the team instead of complaining every single press conference. Anyways, people, I don't want to get mad this morning, but I'm telling you, we have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, we are going to cry. Anyways, people, look at our lineup. Jorgensen was in goal. Gusto, Chaluba, Cowell. Oh, man, I feel very bad for Cowell. Now people can see how important Cowell is, because he's not there anymore. But when he plays and he makes one mistake, get him out. Overrated, Cobham Academy, blah, 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 because we love to hate Cobham. Now you see what I've been saying for years, that this guy is gonna be world class in a very, very top level. Kukurea played that day. Enzo Fernandez played that day, but Enzo Fernandez is not doing good at the moment. Let's be honest. Caicedo played, Neto, Cole Palmer, Madueke, and Nkunku in front. I think that this was the moment that Nicholas Jackson got injured, right? So it's a completely different story, different team that we're gonna be playing against, or we're gonna put out there. Madueke is at Arsenal now. Nkunku plays for Milan. Who else? Colwill is out with an ACL injury for the rest of the season. Jorgensen absolutely crap in the last few games. It's going to be interesting. So people, if you want to know more about my predictions, go on the Green Turf YouTube channel and you will see my everything. All I can tell you is we're gonna win. All right, I'm positive. You can't stop me from being positive. I think we're gonna win. It's gonna be 2 for Chelsea, 1 for them. Let's keep the conversation going, my friends.